Ah, dear God, no. I just lost my entire photo collection.
Wait, what? Are you serious? That sucks.
For real. I had all of my photos stored on my external hard drive. And it just crashed. The techie guys at the help desk said I might as well use it as a doorstop.
Wow, that's so awful. I couldn't even imagine if that happened to me. But your external hard drive wasn't the only place you kept the photos, right?
No, that's the only place I had them. I thought external hard drives were the safest place to keep important stuff like that.
No way, dude. I mean, it's safe-ish. But definitely not the safest. And to only keep them in one place? That's a pretty terrible idea. You must have printed some of them out or something, right? Do you only shoot digitally now? No 35mm cameras or anything?
What is this? The 80s? Of course everything I shoot is digital. And printing photos out is such a hassle. Plus it just takes up space. It's so much easier to keep everything on my computer. It's supposed to be safe.
Well, clearly that's not the case. Your hard drive just died, which is certainly sad, but did you expect it to last forever? Let me ask you this. How many photos do your parents still have of you as a kid, and how many pictures do you still have that you shot with your first digital camera?
Wow, I guess that's a pretty good example. I don't think I have a single one of those left, and my parents have boxes upon boxes of old photos in their attic. I never really thought of that.
That's okay, you're definitely not the only one. I'm not saying you shouldn't keep your pictures digitally, but you definitely shouldn't treat them the same way you would physical photographs. It's dangerous to just throw them on a hard drive and ignore them for years like you would a box of physical ones.
Alright, that makes sense. But what am I supposed to do? There's so many of them. I come home from a night of partying and I've got my 4GB memory card filled up. That's a ton of stuff to go through.
So, that's where your never-ending personal archiving adventure starts.
Oh, awesome. I can't wait.
Well, you need to take a lot of responsibility for managing your photos, especially if you take a lot of them and want to keep them indefinitely. The first thing you should do is curate. Decide which ones you want to keep, which are the most important to you. If you're the kind of person to shoot a dozen consecutive pictures of the same scene, choose the one that you like the best and is of the highest quality.
Dude, that's so much work. But I see what you're saying. Who knows, someday I might want to show my kids how good I was at doing keg stands.
Yeah. So once you figure out which photos are the keepers, in this case the highly valuable keg stand shots, you should organize them. I'm not talking about learning the Library of Congress subject headings or anything but...
The what?
Never mind. I'm saying you don't need to be a librarian or an archivist to set up a system for you to easily locate and identify your photos. Maybe tag them a little bit with the names of people, places, etc. Maybe give them titles with the event they were from and the dates they were taken. At the very least, set up a folder structure of some sort to put your files in. Maybe the directories could be the titles of the events, or you could organize the folders chronologically. Whatever works for you. Just something that will allow you to go through the folders 3 years from now and still be able to know generally what you'll find.
So much work. You're asking quite a lot of me, man.
I know. There's just one more step though.
You're kidding me. There's no way I'm going to do all of this.
Just wait. I'm pretty sure this one will resonate with you. Start backing up your data. And make backups of your backups. And then backups of those. Basically, make as many backups as you can handle. There's no such thing as too many backups. So you have your external hard drive, which is great, but then maybe have another external hard drive that you keep in a safe in your closet if a storm hits. Then have an external hard drive sent off-site, in a locked box in a bank, for example. Preferably far away from your home because the idea is to prevent a natural disaster from affecting your photo collection. Backup to cloud storage, such as Amazon's S3 or Dropbox. Even posting your full-sized photos to Flickr can be helpful. Backup to CDs or DVDs. backup using every method you can think of. Then print out your favorites on high-quality archival paper. Print out 2 copies of each. Send one to China.
Yeah, I get it. You're right. I need to do that. I never want this to happen again. And I think I can. Maybe not to the freakish extent you were talking about, but I can get good about backing up my photos.
Yeah. I knew I could convince you. Now once you get in that habit, make sure you check up on your original files once every few years to make sure the file data is still intact, and your current operating system is able to open them.
You've got to be kidding.
Sorry, you're right. That's another conversation entirely.